Welcome back to the MCC. We're here for the Thursday Night Fight Club, and in our first match today, we've got a delicious pairing. We've got Archie, the Firekid, Beaumont, versus Elizabeth, the Vice Chancellor Merkel. Who's going to win this night, we don't know. But whatever happens, it's going to be one hell of an interesting game. We'll start off with the interview with the Firekid. Archie, is this your first time playing in Fight Club?
Yeah.
It is. What are your expectations from this game?
Hopefully I win and beat Merkel.
Yep, well, you can't hope for more than that. Elizabeth, what about you? I notice you're donning the new black cap.
Well, it's the glasses as well. If I have the glasses on, I've got some over here.
So there is an aura of black coming down from your head. Black hats, black glasses.
The glasses are magic.
The magic glasses.
So is it hypothesised anyway? Play Morris style.
Tonight we have myself commentating, calling the game, and international master James Morris on special comments. We're ready to go. This match is sponsored by Farmers Union Iced Coffee, the best thing to ever come out of South Australia. We're ready to start the game. The players will shake hands. Here we go.
Good luck.
Firekid started off the game with E4, starting out in the centre, controlling the centre. Merkel's come out with the Alekeen's defence. The clothing has already touched one of the pieces. In some sports you would use a yellow card for that. In pool, Firekid's continued with knight c3 followed by d6, positions possibly at Piets now. Knight's come out to f3, Merkel's thinking. This is move 3. I don't know if I would be thinking this much on move 3.
Just taking our time.
But you never know, we could come up with something brilliant here. The usual move's g6, Merkel's played it. This is a case of no one wanting to take the centre at all costs. The centre's been there for the taking for... he's got it now. Okay, I've probably helped him a little bit there. Merkel continues with e6, an interesting line. I would have castled, but that's okay. Her position's solid. Now, e5 in the centre. It's a committing move, but it doesn't mean it's a bad move. It may be a very good move. What's going to happen here, that pawn will either steamroll everything, or it'll become a target, and people will start ganging up on it. Well, people won't, but knights and bishops will. The pawn's gone off the board, so that's totally irrelevant anyway. What happens now? Archie's attacking the knight with the biscuit. Interesting. Merkel's got the extra pawn in the centre here, so I sort of prefer black, but in these sorts of tricky positions, white's development may be quite useful.
Yes, I totally agree.
That's a riveting commentary there from James Morris. That's why we pay him the big bucks. Merkel's completely controlling the centre now. The only issue is she has a terrible bishop sitting on c8. Developing her knight, and Archie's having a bit of a think.
There is definitely a possibility for the Ellie move in this position.
Which one's that?
Yeah, I can't really give
Oh,
too much
H4.
assistance, but yeah, that's the one.
Fair enough. Yep, that's true. Looking to gang up on the centre here, but Merkel's blocked her bishop in. That said, doesn't really mean it's a bad thing. You've got a big centre, you might as well use it. Use the big centre if you've got it. Merkel thinking now, we've got the dark squared bishop. Not quite wreaking havoc yet, but definitely controlling a little bit of territory. Merkel's having a think, and now the light squares look deadened, and the dark squares are like Swiss cheese. And has Beaumont found them? No, he's thinking about this. Now, this thinking time is brought to you by Farmers Union Iced Coffee, by the way. Now, he had a much better move, bishop d6 in that position, but he's piling up on the weak e-pawn. So what will happen now with the weak e-pawn, we don't know. Okay, he's jumped into the e5 square. Now this is the Swiss cheese concept. This e5 square is actually brought to you by Cuda, the type of cheese. Maybe next year Home Brand Cheddar will be looking to sponsor that e5 square. We're not really sure. We'll have to deal with that sponsorship arrangement when we come to it. I don't like that move whatsoever. The bishop was absolutely
He's into the kid.
The bishop was absolutely brilliant on e5.
Bombarded here.
No, the kid is actually, he's good enough to play Fight Club. He's good enough to hear the criticisms. He'll get better, and he'll actually probably prove me wrong and end up beating me in this one day. He's chucked the other knight into e5, so he's still actually playing on the theme. The fact that he's lost the deep
We have lost the pawn in the middle here.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
critical.
looking like the position's possibly going to fall to pieces. But there's tricks.
Again, excessively
There are
optimistic.
tricks. Now we'll cross to James Morris now, the IM, who's on special comments. James, how would you play this type of position when your position's not good? What sort of tricks would you be going for? Merkel misses a free piece on E5. Other than taking a free piece, James, how would you go about things here?
Well, if I was white, I would definitely be trying to drum up some sort of random attack on the king side, because that's just how I play things.
Would you defend the piece?
Optionally, maybe. If I was black, I'd probably try and get a couple of cheapos in and not win positionally at all, despite being a pawn up. I don't know.
So for all the kids out there, we all know that when we're a pawn up, do we swap the pieces off and win the game properly, or do we do something different?
No, we go for cheapos.
Yeah, fair enough. That's the
Definitely
answer I
the
wanted
best
to
option.
hear. Okay, the knight's been
And the knight
sitting
is
there,
now-
and there was enough warning there. I think the Firekid could have moved that knight. That said,
It's possible.
he's attacking the bishop, so
No, it's not.
whatever happens with that bishop, I don't know. Yep, it's been defended, so we're happy about that. There's a silence now coming over the board. Okay, piling up on the open line. You know, when you're in a position like this, you need to just pile up pieces and hope for the best. When in doubt, attack something. You will be amazed how many games you'll win with cheap one-move threats. You will be absolutely amazed. Okay, knight's come back defending the e5 bishop. Some interesting Swiss cheese type holes in this position though. Well, that's a yellow card, I think. Knocking pieces over.
Yellow card, big given.
Not necessarily good, but white's strength in the centre now. It's got very strong dark squares. Merkel's bishop is basically like an extra pawn on the D7 square. That said, and a pawn can become a queen, so that's the
Except
bishop
that
probably
pawn
can't.
become a pawn.
Well, what's going to happen now? The Firekid's piling up on the open lines in the centre. Merkel's got the extra piece. Now he's piling up on the files on the edge.
He's going down leg side effectively.
Yeah, that is leg side. Would have controlled the B6 square. Okay, Merkel's broken out. Very nice. Oh, now we're starting to get some interesting counterplay here on the queen side. I don't want to comment too much on this move. Basically because Merkel's spent way too much time on a very simple recapture. Bishop's recaptured on B5.
You're very vicious today, aren't you, Grant? Just laying it in.
Yeah, I'm probably being a little bit excessive toward the players here.
Give her yellow catches.
Self-inflicted yellow card.
Yellow card to myself. There we go. Okay, what's happening now? Well, Merkel's a piece up, but there's definite counterplay. James, if you are playing this position as white, no doubt you'd definitely consider C4 to be a candidate move here.
Yeah, sure. One.
You don't take it. You don't like my idea very much.
It's not bad. It could work, but to be honest, that seems too positional. We have to get really cheap in this kind of position. So that's a nice cheap move.
What's so cheap about that move?
Well, now there's less pieces around the king somewhat.
So it's a cheap move that lost a pawn for absolutely nothing.
Doesn't matter. We now have a weaker e pawn. We can.
Do we?
It just lost the pawn. That's alright.
But you know,
Keep
that's,
going.
even the best players in this country make little mistakes when analysing other people's games. It's very, very easy for all of us to commentate on this game and say how
That's
well
the
they
kind
should
of
be
move
playing.
you play.
Yes, I like this move as well. Okay. There seems to be someone's phone going off in this room. I'm not sure whose it is. Frank Leckis, yellow card for the phone infringement. Okay, some interesting pins now. We've actually got a little bit of chaos starting to happen, and those dark squares are looking a little bit shady around that black king. Okay, missing the more obvious queen c5, getting the queens off the board. Now that's not a big enough hint. I don't know what is.
How does it lose a piece?
Does it lose a piece?
Afterwards.
I was looking at Queen H.
yeah,
Queen H4 in this position. I would have played threatening a mate.
Oh, let's check.
This is getting interesting.
It's getting very, very interesting.
Quiet, please.
Does he have?
Oh, now it's absolutely on. Okay, the knight's come into the game. And the kid's in check. If she'd used the knight, that would have been.
Experienced campaign.
How much should we
It's
have?
like putting the ace on the turn just to get sucked down
He is
the
why don't drink
It's
Coca-Cola.
There was all that.
Elizabeth Warren.
Putting the ace king versus ace queen, putting the king on the flop and giving a row on the straight.
Elizabeth Merkel Warren. How do you feel about winning that game, and can you take us through the emotion that was actually going through your mind during that game?
I feel extremely lucky to have won that game.
Why is that?
Because you really lost
You're
your hints,
objectively
and
lost in the
quite
final
work
position.
out.
I was giving him just as many hints as you.
Okay, yeah. I think I would have liked your tips before I made the move. That would have helped.
That would be very objective of you. So what's going to happen in game 2? You're one game up, so how are you going to approach the second game of the match?
The rise of the working class.
Play it by ear.
Play it by ear?
Yeah.
Now, Archie, okay, you lost the game, but there's a lot of positives to be taken from that. You were definitely able to create Swiss cheese in a position here. Have you been training with some mice lately?
I've been training with bunnies, but
With bunnies, but not mice. Well, if these bunnies have been cutting holes in carrots, the Swiss cheese concept is actually happening. You managed to weaken all of her dark squares. You didn't get the points this time, but there are definite positives to take out of this game. We're ready for game 2.